a peak performance specialist. I work with real estate leaders and teams to help them grow themselves, their people, and their business in the least amount of time. Good morning, Sean. Great to have you here. Absolutely loving your energy from the moment we met. You've just been oozing positivity and connection and joy. Good morning, Rand Bond Junction. Madeline Smith, great to have you here. Thanks for choosing to spend your Monday morning with me. This is where I come on and hey, Grain Nem, how do I say that? Grain Nem Culty. I'm not saying it right, but hi, welcome. Great to have you here. How is your long weekend going? I hope you're enjoying yourself. Good morning, Tina Harvey. What have you got planned? Hi, Jen. Beautiful. Yes, I know you often jump on here, don't you, Jen? Beanstalk is here. G'day. It's a pleasure, says Sean. You bring out the best in people. Bless you, Sean. I'm so grateful to have you spend your time. Grania, thanks, Grania. Calm Stars joined. Good morning to you on Facebook. The names haven't loaded yet, but I really appreciate you jumping on here. What is Mindset Mastery all about? It's just where I come on here as a peak performance coach. I'm an NLP master practitioner and trainer. In real estate, I am the mentor of the year, industry thought leader of the year, wellness advocate of the year, thanks to our friends at Real Estate Business. And who I am is just a human being that's dedicated to other human beings, fellow human beings. G'day, Andre. Reaching their full potential. That's my purpose. I really believe that we are miracles on earth, but I know we're also often suffering in the sediment of our past or stuck in the worries of the future, and we're not fulfilling our purpose. We're not fulfilling our potential. So I just love to come on here live twice a week to say, hey, hi, I'm here and I'm available for you. And if there's any area of life where you feel stuck or you're oscillating, then let's take a look and let's see what we can do together to get you on track, to get the past filed back in the past where it belongs. So that's the whole intention. It's free. It's just from my heart to yours. And I'm glad to hear that you are live, Sean. If you are watching this live, please type in live. If you're watching, type in the record. All right. I was sent in 3 questions over the weekend on Instagram. So I'm going to start there, and depending on how we go for time, I usually do this for about 23 minutes, half an hour. I do get it's a public holiday here in Australia, so if you're feeling a bit more languid and you don't have to rush to get into the office, then we might go for a bit longer. Good morning, Paula Beavis. I saw Sam yesterday. Amber babysat 5 kids at Sam's holiday house down in Mount Martha. It was good to see him and Tanya and the crew. G'day, Nicole. Great to see that you are live. Okay, great. So I'm going to answer 3 questions that I was sent in, and if we have time, I'll just do live Q&A if that's cool. So I invite you to listen for, even though you didn't send in this question potentially, even though maybe it doesn't directly relate to you, but listen for a place that you're going to get some value out of these questions, even if they don't personally relate to you, because you might get something for yourself for the future, or you might get something for someone in your life that is navigating something tricky, or one of these 3 things. Now, the first question I was sent in is, what is the best advice to start a business? Now, this person says, I know, if I'm looking here, I'm looking at my whiteboard. I know I want to be a life coach, but I doubt myself. So first of all, good on you for writing in the question, and good on you for being in the inquiry to start your own business. Being a business owner myself, there are amazing benefits to being self-employed, but there's also equal downfalls if you don't have a few things in place. So the average Aussie, and I don't know which part of the world this question comes from, but let's put it into perspective. The average Aussie who goes and works for a job for a living earns $79,000 per annum. And that's a pretty good thing to do, because you can just get a job, rock up, do your position description, fulfill on your KPIs, get paid, get your super paid, get your sick leave and holiday pay, and go home, and hopefully leave it at the office. Being self-employed means you have to generate everything. You have to generate every single part of your business, and you've got to manage all the parts in your business until you have the money to hire people to do it for you. So it is a big difference, and it is a massive lifestyle shift. G'day, Jessie. Great to have you here, my love. So when I had a business coach over 6 years ago, there were a couple of key things that I learned that really helped to turn my sort of passionate hobby of being a coach to a good performing business where I'm self-sustainable, that it's growing significantly each and every year, and I'm able to travel the world and speak and get to change people's lives and get to live a life that I love. So the best advice that I got, g'day, Amber is crazy, Paula, you're absolutely right. Hey, Brooklyn, great to have you here. So here's some of the best advice I ever got when looking to start a business. Number one, a business does two things. You either solve problems for people or you add benefits. So be clear. Who is your audience exactly? And what is the problem you solve them? Or what is the benefit that you add? And there are two different things. So that's number one. What is a problem that you have the skills and the mastery and the wisdom and the ability to solve? Or what's the benefit that you can add? And benefit is typically measured in three ways in business. And this is the benefit of having a value proposition. Benefit number one, can your business make me money? Can it make me more money, or can it save me money? As in, your goods and services help me build efficiency and they save me money. A. B, can your business or service save me time, which equals money? Now, as an entrepreneur, time is very precious to me because I typically am selling my time a lot as a coach, which is not scalable, which is why this year we're going to do a lot of online programs and an online mastermind group, which doesn't rely on me selling my hours, okay, because that's just a very expensive exercise. So how can your business save me time, which then equals money? Because when I have more time, I can go and grow my business, or if I want, I can go and spend more time with my family. Or thirdly, how does your business or your skills help me build connection with my ideal clients, with my audience, which is very valuable to me? So does your business solve problems or add benefits? And does your business help me make money or save me time, which equals money, or build connection? So my business adds benefits. I help real estate leaders and professionals grow themselves and their business in the least amount of time. My client is typically a CEO of a national franchise that wants to give their principals 50% more time to grow their business. Now think about it. If you are a CEO of a national franchise and you've got business owners that are paying you a franchise fee and you want them to succeed, would you be interested as a CEO, Chief Executive Officer, or I like to call Chief Energy Officer? Hi Irene, how are you, beautiful? Are you down here, Gukla, in the Mornington Peninsula? Would you be interested in, if I came to you and said, look, how would you like to have all of your business owners have 50% more time to grow their business? Do you think they'd be curious? What do you think they'd say? G'day, just be New Zealand. What do you think they would say? So that's the first thing. Solve problems, add benefits. Does it save me money, make me money, save me time, which equals money, or build connection? Think about those two things. Hey, who have we got here? Tara. Now, the third lesson that I learned many years ago from my business coach is that would sound fabulous. Exactly, that's what I thought, Sean. And then I would go in to demonstrate how I can help CEOs have business owners get 50% more time to grow their business. Because think about it, the CEO of a national franchise, if someone came to them and said, how would you love your business owners to have 50% more time to grow their business? What do they hear? They hear ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. How do you do that? And what would be possible for the business if we had our leadership team having 50% more productivity? Unbelievable. And that's what's possible. And then I demonstrate how I do that. And thirdly, here's another lesson that I got. This is some great advice. Hey, Lisa, good morning. First time watcher. Well, good morning, Lisa. Thanks for joining. This is Mindset Mastery Monday. This is where I answer all the cues that come in during the week and give you access to produce breakthroughs for yourself and your business, or for your life, my love. So tell us a little bit about you and where you're from. Carrie Ann, g'day. Here is another lesson that I learned, great advice. In business, consider there's what's called the hedgehog principle. This is where you need to have three components really well ticked off to be successful in business, because typically, according to research, 87 to 89% of small businesses, small being measured by 0 to 5 million, or sorry, 50 million, that's a small business, all right, typically 89% broke within the first 3 years of being in business. So that's a lot of turnover in small business. And a lot of it is because they don't have these three things taken care of. And it's called the hedgehog principle. The first component of the hedgehog principle is, do you love what you do? Do you love making yo-yos? Do you love selling houses? Do you love hairdressing? Do you love working in the mines? Like, do you love what you do? So I love coaching. It's not a job, it's my purpose. It's just who I am. I am here to inspire and empower people to fulfill their potential now. Like now. That's my purpose. Do you love what you do? But secondly to that, so if you've just joined, we're at the Healthier Curvier Girl. We are doing Mindset Mastery Monday Q&A. The second part of the first, the hedgehog principle, how do you succeed in business, is, do you love business? Because as a business owner, when you are wearing all the hats, you got to love what you do, but you also got to love promoting yourself. You got to love finding clients. You got to love setting up strategic alliances. You got to love creating content and products that matter. You got to love managing cash flow. You've got to love the business of business. That's really important. The second part of the hedgehog principle is, do you have mastery? Do you have at least 10,000 hours, which is equivalent to working a full-time job for 10 hours? Do you have mastery in what you do? Could you literally coach and train others in what you do? Because that's going to have you become a specialist, which makes you very valuable to people. So I have mastery in business growth. I've got over 30 years experience working across the corporate, private, retail, government sectors, leading with teams of 4 to 400, helping businesses grow by up to 210% per annum. In my background across those 4 sectors. So I've got a level of mastery also in leadership and mindset because of all the study and the thousands of hours and dollars that I've spent educating myself. Make sense? So, do you have mastery in what you do? And then the third piece of the hedgehog principle is, you got to find a lucrative industry that can afford your services. And this was a massive lesson that I learned. If you have all the mastery in the world and you can solve problems with lots of benefit, thank you, Sean. And if you love what you do and you even love the business of being in business, but you don't have clients that can afford you, then you won't be in business. So you really need to make sure that you've got an audience or you've got clients, so you're in an industry that can afford your services. So for me, I love coaching and training. I actually do love business. I have mastery in what I do, and real estate is a lucrative industry because many clients are earning as much money as they're willing to work for, so they have the amount of money that they need. Now, as a coach, I get paid $500 an hour to coach people. So this half an hour I spend with you every Monday and Friday is, if I was billing it, it would be $250 to me, okay? But no point. Good morning, Brendan. Happy Labor Day. Good morning, Craig. How are you, my friend? No point me having a business that costs $500 an hour if no one can afford it. I'd go broke. So you must have the hedgehog principle lined up if you want to succeed in business. So if you are watching this and you're in business, or you want to be in business, what can you hear for yourself? Are you clear about who your client is? Do you know how you add value, or how you solve problems or add benefits? Do you know what section of hedgehog principle you lack skills or energy in and you need to get clear? And the final thing I would say to this first question of what's the best advice to start a business, I know I want to be a life coach, but I doubt myself. When it comes to the professional development space or the life coaching space, 2 things. First of all, congratulations to the person that wrote this in, because it sounds like you're someone that really wants to contribute to others and make a difference. But secondly, in this particular game, there are a lot of people that want to be in business of helping others, but they haven't really cleaned up their own backyard. They haven't done the work. And what ends up happening is they are trying to vicariously heal themselves through being of service to others. Does this make sense as I say that? So it doesn't mean you have to be perfect and all sorted and all kumbaya before you go and be of service, but it just means when you're a life coach, when you say, pay me good money and I'm going to help you produce breakthroughs in the areas of your life where you're stuck, you need to have your stuff worked out. You need to be what I call clean in your energy. You need to be not forcing your personal opinion being able to hold sacred space for someone and powerfully reflect where they are self-sabotaging themselves. And you better have the skills. If you're eliciting their crap, which is what I do as a coach, I elicit people's crap. If you don't have the skills to powerfully deal with that, you're going to open up Pandora's box irresponsibly and people in a worse place off than when they started with you. Thank you, Just Be New Zealand. I'm glad you can relate to this, Sean. So if you're watching this on Facebook, by the way, please type in live or record, depending on when you're watching this. Hey, Madge. Sometimes it's easier helping others than yourself. Yes, it is, and it's a beautiful virtue. But you got to be really clean. So it's really important that you get the training and get the skills. So I hope that answers the question. Lisa says, I'm a sales rep for Calabi Real Estate in Balaclava, South Australia, small northern country town. Lisa, hi, great to have you here. How did you find out about me and our business, and what's had you join? What's the inspiration behind you joining, and how can I be of service to you? If you have a question, Lisa, here, type it in, hun, and I'll answer it as best I can. So that was question one. So thank you to the person who wrote that in. Question two, something I'm very passionate about. How do you cleanse your mind or body from a negative situation that finished a long time ago and you want to let it go? Awesome question. So what I can hear in this question is this person is aware that something happened in the past and they're still being affected today. So how do you let it go? You already are by number one, having awareness that you're being impacted today, and you're either being impacted physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. You feel stressed or stuck. You're mentally confused or lacking the mojo to move forward. Emotionally, you're upset or you're anxious or you're worried about the past or the future. And spiritually, you're unfulfilled. So big tick for you, my friend. Awareness is number one. Two, it's a choice. Suffering, like change is inevitable, pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. So if you have had some pain or some change, like we all have in our life, but you're still in the impact of what happened, consider there's some part of your subconscious that is hanging on to the suffering or the pain of what happened. And doing that, then there's going to be some impacts. There'll be impacts on you physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, the way you're connecting in relationships. But there will also be benefits. And this is where the transformation occurs. So if you're watching this and you know stuff has happened in the past that was negative and you're wanting to let it go, but it's still impacting you, then tune into this. I've said this many times, but repetition is the mother of all success. There are 5 benefits that our he-go, for us, the guys, or our she-go, us women, our ego, the inner saboteur, gets out of cracking the whip or being stuck in the suffering of the past. And here are the 5 benefits. I invite you to listen to this for which one is the benefit that you're getting out of staying sad or staying stuck or not progressing or not being brave and courageous. Which benefit are you getting? Ivana, good morning and welcome to Mindset Mastery Monday, my love. This is where we do Q&A. I'll answer any question that you have. Here are the 5 benefits that we get out of sabotaging ourselves and why we won't let go of the funk that happens in the past. Listen to yourself and let me know which one is your currency. Number 1, you get to be right about your crappy beliefs about the past. You get to be right about what you've decided about trusting guys, trusting girls, starting a business, being a real estate agent. You just get to be right about the shitty beliefs that you've formed about yourself, others in the world. Awesome. There's no trophy for that, but we are addicted to being right in our ego. Number 2, you get to avoid responsibility. You get to blame the ex, the dog, the teacher, the kids that laughed at you in the classroom when you got the question wrong. You get to blame others as you avoid responsibility. Let me say, if you want to transform anything that's happened in your life, you've got to turn it from a should to a must, and you've got to be responsible. Because responsible means that you are able to respond differently than just react to what's happening. It's a big distinction. G'day, Chris. Great to have you here. So you're avoiding responsibility of moving on, of forgiving, of completing it, of getting on with your life and fulfilling your potential. Number 3, that you are being a victim sorry, no, number 3 is being safe and comfortable. This is the most one. Whenever I'm coaching or training or group training, when I ask people to look at which one are they hanging on to, it's this one. Safe and comfortable. You are staying stuck in familiar territory because it's what you know. Some people have even set up tents and set up camp and dug a fire pit and lit a fire and are toasting marshmallows with their itty pitty shitty committee, and they're kumbayaing in their emotional quicksand. Staying safe and comfortable, avoiding taking risks, avoiding standing out, avoiding being seen will never enable you to fulfill your potential. But it's what most of us do. Why? Because we're scared to be judged. We're scared to fail. We're scared to be disconnected from each other, because what we value more than anything else on the planet is connection and validation. Number 3 for sure. Beanstalk Property says, too scared of being judged. Yummo toasted marshmallows. Yeah, well, my love, that's a choice. But I know if you're watching this and you've tuned in and you've even made the decision to type openly your thing, bravo to you, boom shakalaka, you wouldn't be here if there wasn't a part of you that doesn't want to fulfill your potential. You would be just scrolling through Netflix or flicking left or right on Tinder or watching Netflix or just zoning out, but you're here. So that tells me you are someone that wants to fulfill your potential. But you got to get exactly as you've done, awareness. You are stuck in safe and comfortable, hanging out in familiar territory where you will never grow and you will be unfulfilled. And that's okay if you choose that. You can choose that consciously. I'd rather you choose it consciously than it unconsciously sabotage you. But just know your dreams and hopes and desires and potential will stay intact. They won't experience fulfillment. Beanstalk, you are right again. Well, it's just what I've learned, my love. So number 3 too, but working on it right now, says Grain, who I can't remember what your name was up the front, and I won't scroll, but thank you. Yes, number 3, this is typically the one. Number 4 is what I said before, victim. What does that really mean? The definition of victim is someone believes that they are at the mercy of external circumstances. Said in an easier way, if you're being a victim, avoiding showing up, avoiding being seen, blaming everything and others, you just don't feel like you have the power to change your situation. You don't feel like you are empowered or powerful enough or resourceful enough or strong enough or confident or courageous or enough to change whatever's happening, to say goodbye to that relationship, to quit that job, to start that business, to let those clients that don't pay you go, whatever. You just believe that you don't have the power. Whew, and is that a shame? That's such a shame. We are miracles on earth. There's 1 in 14 trillion chance of us actually being alive, and we are walking around being right about our shitty beliefs, avoiding responsibility of showing up and being seen, staying safe and comfortable and acting like we don't have the power, yet we can cure illnesses, we can put man on the moon and safely return them home, we can build skyscrapers, we can build bridges that go from one piece of land to another, we can make other human beings, and we don't think we have the power to do anything. We need a massive reality check. PK, safe and comfortable, which is boring. Yes, Paula, it is boring. Listen, I've been there too recently. I've been hiding recently. I've had a massive emotional 12 months, 10 months. And I noticed, I won all of these awards last year. Do you think I've promoted myself? Do you think I've banged the beat of my own drum? Am I doing good work as a coach with my clients? Yes. But have I unleashed myself to the world and said, holy shit, I'm here, let's go? No, I'm a work in progress too, but I relate to this one, safe and comfortable. When to put yourself out there is a big deal. What I'm doing now is the number 1 feared thing on the planet, public speaking. I don't have a script. I just say, hey, I'm going to be here live. There's a whiteboard there with blue writing with 3 questions. I'm showing up. I didn't prepare bullet points. I just went, right, I know my stuff. I have mastery. I'm just going to come on and share what I know. And if it lands, it lands. If you dig me, you dig me. And if you want to get off here and go watch something else, you will. But I know even if one person gets something today in this half hour, then I've done my job. And I'll continue to do this for the rest of the day. And then I'll wake up and do this tomorrow. And the next day and the next day. So it's all about your why. And finally, the fifth reason why, how we can cleanse our mind and body from situation is having awareness of which benefit we're getting out of sabotaging ourselves. We dig you. I dig you too, Sean. You're such a beautiful soul. The reason why we are right about our crappy beliefs, we avoid taking responsibility and giving life our best shot. We play safe and comfortable because we're afraid of what people think of us and we're afraid to fail, that we feel like a victim and we act like we don't have the power to change our external reality. Why do we do that? Because we often seek significance. See, you and I think that we're not good enough to varying degrees. So when we don't feel like we're good enough, we seek significance sometimes in our subconscious mind, in our ego, and we sabotage ourselves and we create a lot of drama. G'day, Martine. Great to have you here. I've been thinking about you a lot last week. I want to hear how you're doing. Just Been New Zealand, I have to thank you. It's confirmation I'm on the right path, hence the name change for a start. Boom. I want to hear Just Been New Zealand. What did you get for yourself in this conversation? What was the penny drop? What was the confirmation? Great confirmation. What I say a lot is not rocket science. It's not anything new. Often what I say is the same stuff every week, maybe just peppered in a different way. But, when you're ready to hear it, you'll hear it. But what did you hear for yourself? So we seek significance. So we unconsciously are drama kings and drama queens. We create distraction and illusion and chaos and swirl so we don't have to show up and deal with reality. So how do you cleanse your mind and body from a negative situation? A, awareness. You're already aware that you're holding on to something. B, get crystal clear about what are the impacts. Get a piece of paper and write down what's the thing you're trying to let go of. How is it impacting you currently, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, in your relationships, in your communication, in your finances. And C, what are the benefits and which one. And when you get which one is going on for you, and many of you have said number 3, playing safe and comfortable, then the fourth step, take responsibility and go, cool, okay, I take responsibility that I'm being safe and comfortable. I take responsibility that I'm just scared of being seen. I'm scared of stuffing up and I'm scared of being judged. Welcome to humanity. So then choose. Are you going to sit with your potential intact, remaining scared of being seen? Or are you going to be a brave heart and courageous and potentially a lighthouse for others? And are you going to fabulously practice the new skills to start this new business that you want to start? Or are you just going to die with your music still in you? As Wayne Dyer used to say, don't die with your music still in you. That's a choice. Nicole says, always the best part of my Mondays, your amazing wisdom. Mwah. Bless you, Nicole. Hello, miss our chats, but back soon. Well, it's all good, Martine. I'm just so happy you sold your rent roll and that you can move forward with yourself. But I'm desperately keen to hear how you're traveling and what's happening in your world. And Lisa, all of them, but mainly 3. Yes. Listen, for those of you that have said 3, thank you for being honest and vulnerable in a public forum. And please, you're all saying you're working on it. I want you to have a breakthrough. One of the things I'm most proud of as a coach is I am in the breakthrough space. This is not long-term, long burn kumbaya therapy that takes you years. I've had so many people have one session with me and say, oh my God, I got more from you in 1 hour than 5 years of therapy. Not because I'm special, but because I've spent, what am I, 47 now, 30 years learning ways to produce breakthroughs. And I've spent thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on it. So if you're working on it, I'm going to ask you, how long have you been working on it for? And what are you avoiding? What is the big brave step that you're avoiding taking that's going to have you go from working on it to freaking having a breakthrough? Like really, no kidding, that you woke up one person the day before and you woke up a different person with a different reality today. That's the space I'm interested in. A few things. Number 3, fear for sure, and about showing up, which you are. Great, good for you. The healthier, curvier gal, that's me. Drama, I'm aware, but stick in distraction. The healthier, curvier girl, I have a question for you, and thank you for your bold honesty. What do you get out of being a drama queen? And what do you get out of being distracted? What's the complaint that you get to hold on to like a snooky blanket as justification for not having the results fulfilled that you want for yourself? That's the question I want to ask you. And I believe you're brave enough to answer it. Priscilla, good morning. The third question, so I hope that helps you. If you wrote in, how does your mind go from negative situation? Oh, in addition to that, believe in, like, every single thought that we have sends messages to our cells and our body, and every belief that we form sits inside of something. And if you're having an empowered thought, you're typically going to feel good. If you're having a lot of disempowered thoughts, your body's going to store it in negative energy, which will manifest as sickness, illness, and potentially disease. Because when there is dis-ease, we create disease. So I do believe that you must remove these beliefs, remove the past energy from your body. If you are watching this and you've got that going on for yourself, I have a process that we heal it in an hour. We take that energy from your body, and there are physical transformations that happen, like massive physical transformations that happen. So DM me if you're interested to find out more about that. Anne Sullivan Wallace, g'day. Happy Monday to you. The third question is, my boyfriend, oh, I love this, the boyfriend, not my boyfriend, the boyfriend. Hey, 702, Weiss, King of Nevada. Damn, that's a name. Hi, welcome. I hope I said it right. Number 3, this question was sent in this week. The boyfriend is keen to learn, but is new to the mindset concept of the work, what to do. The boyfriend. Here's what I would say to this. That's really awesome that the boyfriend is keen to do the work. So happy Monday, my love. Thank you, 702. Right back at you. Here's what I would say. If you do have a partner that is showing signs of interest in mastering their mind, in developing themselves as an individual, in progressing in themselves moving forward, awesome. You're very lucky and blessed. It's great to be able to grow together. The first thing I would say is I invite you to have a belief that everyone is working with the best intentions, and that we are all perfect, whole, and complete, and no one needs to do the work. It's a choice. Because I see often in relationships, hey, Mad and Katrina, I see often, great to have you here. In relationships, one is doing the work. One is doing courses, meditating, has a coach or a counselor or a therapist, or they're, doing podcasts. And the other person in the relationship is not interest or growth. And that one person in the relationship is growing. And what this person can get judgy. It's like spiritual judgment. I'm more enlightened, I'm more elevated, and they need to do the work. And this person didn't say that, but they're saying the boyfriend wants to do the work. But I want to throw this in because this is critical inside of relationship. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you're evolving, and it is very likely, because you're human, that you will judge your partner as not being as evolved or as elevated. Does this make sense? And have you been there, or are you there now? So I invite you to look at your partner like they're perfect, whole, and complete, and they don't need to do the work. Would it be of services if they did? Yes. Would it help them get access to produce better results for themselves in their life? Yes. But if you look at someone like they need to do something, then you're judging them and you're seeing them as lesser than. So see them as perfect, whole, and complete that has a choice to do the work or not. A. B. Depending on how this boyfriend is showing that he is keen to do the work, get curious, get interested, and start to ask questions. Ask the boyfriend, what do you see for yourself? What do you see is possible for yourself? And this is called values elicitation. Great for real estate agents to know this skill. When you elicit the value or the benefit that someone's going to get out of doing the work, hey, Lara Scott, hey, beautiful, great to have you here, then you're eliciting their why, you're eliciting their hopes and dreams, and you're bringing them to the forefront. That's going to be a great, compelling reason to have someone do the work, because as Tony Robbins says, we either do the work or we take action because of two things. We're avoiding pain, like you're in debt, you want to make money, or you're overweight, you want to lose weight, or you're unfulfilled, you want to be fulfilled. So you're either taking action in life because you're avoiding pain, or you're seeking pleasure. You just want a better life. So See your boyfriend is perfect, whole, and complete, that he doesn't need to do anything. A. B. Get curious and ask, what do you see is possible if you did the work? What do you see would be available to you if you did master your mind and you did get new skills to grow and evolve? Elicit that why, and then go, okay. And then you can ask the boyfriend, what would the impacts be if you did nothing? Like, what would the impact be? Oh, well, I wouldn't achieve this, or I wouldn't feel that, or I wouldn't. Got it. Are you willing to choose? Are you willing to do something? And here's a great way to support each other. Do you want to do it together? Do you want to dedicate every morning to just do 10 minutes of meditation together? Do you want to go and do that Brahma Kumaris Raj Yoga 8-week course together by donation? Do you want to go to Dr. Joe Dispenza's 5-day retreat in July in Queensland together? Do things together. I think that's a powerful thing. So see them as perfect, whole, and complete. They don't need to do anything, otherwise you're being judgy. Get curious and ask them what they see is available to them if they did work on their mindset, and then ask them what would be the impacts if they didn't. And if you're on the path of growth and they're keen, then say, do you want to do something together? If they say no, just go, cool, well, what action do you want to take? And if you don't want to do anything together, do you want to at least hold each other accountable, and we can check in and share what action we're taking each week to fulfill on our purpose, and then you will grow together. So that would be my advice. And share this resource, share other resources that you're benefiting, but don't expect everyone to bang the beat of the drum that you dig. Like, I'm not everybody's flavor. Other coaches are not everybody's flavor. Some people love Gary Vee. Some people love Mel Robbins. Some people love Tony Robbins. Some people love Eckhart Tolle. So don't force feed your path, your way, your flavor onto others. Let them find their own way. Be generous in your sharing. Be curious and be supportive. That would be my coaching. So I saw a few comments coming up here. I agree, thoughts cause feelings and result in our body, but do you think this also applies to acne? Oh, great question. Yes, I do believe that everything that is manifesting physically is as a result of what's going on up here, or what we're putting in our body from a toxins, food. Are you eating filler or fuel? Acne in particular, there's different spots in the body. So up here is considered here is considered stress. Here is considered poor digestion. I've got a pimple here at the moment. I really never get pimples, but my digestive system has not been great lately. And of course, I get a pimple in the digestive region of my body, which shows on my face. And this is poor diet. So typically here, poor diet and low digestion. Here is stress. Here is digestion. So I do believe your thoughts are fuel for your body or not, but take a look at the chemicals: hairspray, deodorant, perfumes, stress, huge cause of acne, hormone imbalances, and food. You want to take a look at all of those things. I hope provide something. No partner, but still learning. Fantastic. The attention I get from the drama is distracting me from taking responsibility and forgiving family members from the past. Booyah, the healthier, curvier girl. Man, awesome ownership there. That's where great transformation happens, when you own your funk. So you just got to you are enjoying the drama more than you are enjoying the connection with your family through forgiving them, and the benefits of you taking action from being responsible. That's a choice. And it's a choice because you're conscious of it. If you are unconscious of it, you can't do anything about it, but you are conscious of it. So just know. So my invitation is to you. You're conscious of it. So now what? What action could you take to forgive your family and put the past in the past? Rebuild connection and get off the kumbaya drama queen trail and go and be bold and brave and fulfill your dreams and realize your potential. What would be possible if you did that? And are you willing to do that? And are you willing to declare that you'll do that today? And are you willing to have me hold you accountable? So at the end of today, you check in with me and go, I forgave my dad. I forgave my sister. I rang all my family members and I told them I was just holding on to the past and making them really wrong about that thing that happened. And I was addicted to making them feel wrong because it made me feel better about it. But really, it doesn't make me feel better about myself or them at all. And it's just creating disconnection and drama, which is stressing me out, and I'm unhappy. And I'm assuming they do. I don't know. But what would be possible if you just forgave? Because life goes like that. Forgive or take it to the grave, and only you and they will suffer. Hello, Diane. Beautiful to have you here. Good morning. I'll do it together with my woman, future wife. 702. Go you. Ah, love that. Invite you to tune in again with your woman or future life. Do you have this woman or future life now, wife? Or is this yoga, peace, love? Beautiful. Hell yes. Now, I didn't see when this came up, the curvy girl. Curvy girl just is in tears. They tears of laughter, tears of joy, tears of what? Just ignore the laughing emoji. My Labrador took over the post. The laughing Labrador. That's a great way to finish. So, my friends, I hope you got something out of this Mindset Mastery Monday. Every Monday, I come here live to answer any question that you send me. I'm going to do a better job of promoting this during the week so you can send me your questions. And I think, according to this, 3 maybe is a good amount. So I answered, what's the best advice to start a new business? I know I want to be a life coach, but I doubt myself. I answered, how do you cleanse your mind, body from negative situations that finished a while ago and you want to let it go? And 3, the boyfriend is keen to learn, but is new to the mindset concept, the work, what to do. Please remember, I'm here for you every Monday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, live. Ask me anything and I will answer or find out the answer for you. Sean, thank you for energizing us for the week. Have a wonderful week and see you Friday, 8 a.m. Boom shakalaka. Thanks for the segue, Sean. Rapid Fire Friday. This is where I spend half an hour reflecting on all the one-on-one coaching sessions that I've done in the week. What are the big themes that I think everyone would benefit from? And I just rapid fire tips and insights and tools and resources to help you transform yourself in your life too. Not everyone can afford a coach. Not everyone can invest in themselves, but you can invest half an hour or so of your time for free coaching to hopefully get one thing. So as we wrap up, I'd love you to type in, what's the one thing you heard for yourself today, whether you're on Facebook or here on Instagram. Thank you for this. I loved my first time here. Just be New Zealand. I love you too. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to ask me any question and take that action, my love. You deserve to fulfill your potential. What did you hear for yourself? Remember to DM me if you do have a question that you'd love me to answer. It's all anonymous. I'd never say the names or where you're from, but if you ask me questions here, of course I will. And tune in, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. By the way, if you are interested in getting one email from us a week with no spam, no free set of steak knives, just this content from Mindset Monday and Rapid Fridays, typically sent on a Monday. This week's will be sent tomorrow because my assistant has a day off today. Then let me know, DM me your email and we'll add you to our email tribe. No spam, I promise. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're just here to be of service. I love you. Thanks for choosing to spend your energy with me. Andrew, I hope you have a ripper day. Thanks for the prayers. Nicole, Paul. Hey, Paul Coitman, how are you, champ? Happy Labor Day. What's going on? Are you still up in sunny Queensland? And just remember, in the late great words of Maya Angelou, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never, ever forget how you made them feel. Thanks for making me feel purposeful by joining me live here, spending your valuable time with me. And do yourself a favor today. Be kind to yourself. Less whip, more want. Smile at a stranger. Remove the judgment because you don't know what people are going through. So let others go first. Let them get the car park. Don't give them the bird. Just send love. The world needs a lot more love right now. Thank you for this. I've loved my first time. Oh, I've read that one. Thank you. Mwah. Go well. Have a beautiful week. I love you. We'll see you Friday for Rapid Fire Friday. Ciao.